Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? And today I'll be checking out the Soul of Chogokin GX59 Daltanious. Now this is my second Soul of Chogokin review. My first being was Battle Fever J Robo. Unfortunately that video does not exist anymore because the my original YouTube channel was terminated because I had a video on that channel that violated sort of a copyright infringement. So YouTube decided to terminate my channel. This is before YouTube decided to implement the 3 strikes and you're out policy, as well as if you uploaded a video, the certain countries would not watch it. So yeah. And yes, I do know about the Soul of Chogokin Dino Megazord, the Soul of Chogokin Daijujin, of course, as well as the Soul of Chogokin Voltron. I'll give my opinions on both in my next vlog, but what do I think about them in terms of the design? I mean, I did see the pictures of the Paramorphicon of the Daijujin with the dinosaurs only, just not transformable. I mean, I don't know how it will be like transform. Obviously it's going to be like the Super Robot Chogokin, but much bigger, and of course it will combine, since the Super Robot Chogokin doesn't transform into the individual pieces. So yeah, what is Daltanious? Daltanious is an anime that aired in the late 70s to the beginning of the 80s. Originally this was supposed to be adapted for Voltron. Unfortunately, I guess there was a sort of loss in translation between World Events, the company that had the rights to Voltron, as well as Toei Animation. Instead of giving the master tapes to World Events of Daltanious, they just gave him the master copies of Go Lion instead. Best mistake ever. So I mean, it would be very interesting to see what if, I mean, I guess in an alternate universe there, I bet you this would have been Voltron, and I think it would have done well. I mean, in my opinion, I think they should have chosen this instead of adapting Vehicle Voltron from Die Rugger. I think it would have been a lot better, because I think that, you know, the lion motif, you know, was still popular with Voltron, so it would have definitely, the thunder would still be there for the new series, in my opinion. So yeah, the story is kind of like your usual: aliens invaded Earth and destroyed the cities and whatnot. It's a typical, you know, anime series that was on in the 80s. So yeah, so I'm gonna open this box up and see what goodies there are inside. Okay, now here are the pieces that transform into Daltanious. We have a spaceship, a mech, and a lion. Sounds like a great idea for a sitcom. Nah, I'm just kidding. The names of these guys here are Atlas, Valerius, and Gumper. I'm not joking. The actual name of the spaceship is Gumper. Try to get that in your head. Really. Okay, so let's take a look at Atlas here. As you can see, very nice, very well detailed. Moves nicely. Also, a little trivia for you guys. Even though the series didn't make it here, the toy actually did. It was under the what is it? Gaiten series in the 80s. Unfortunately, the toy line never sold well. Now it's, you know, the toys for that line have gone up to like in the hundreds. The Go Line original piece cost like around 900 now, so it's kind of crazy. So you can see detail on it, it's very well. Next we have Valerius. Very nice looking line. Again, world events, you could have adapted Daltanious instead of Rugger, but that's just my opinion. See, the lion's mouth opens very nicely. Got some nice claws there. Although it's not all 100% Chogokin, of course. I mean, there's some plastic parts in this one, more so than the other guys. So, I mean, this part right here is like mostly plastic. Everything else, this part right here is just, it's just die cast, but everything else is just plastic in some areas. The joints are die cast. So, and of course, last but not least, Gumper. As you can see, you can actually see the detail on it. If you look, you can actually see the cockpit of the controls and all that. Very nice. Very cool indeed. Alright, so I'm about to transform this thing, although, you know, I wish I can do a lot of these transformations on video, but since I'm busy with work and everything, I'm just going to have to do this in a snap. Okay, now here is Daltanious. Now I have to say, very nice posing there. Very cool. In terms of articulation, you can do the split if you want, but you know, I don't try to because this is a... Oops. Yeah, there's something about this thing though. There's some parts of the Daltanious that are a little bit loose at times. This part especially right here, I don't know if this is intentional, but it just does feel a little loose at times here. This part here, I'm not sure if it's, like I said, intentional or maybe it's just part of it. But other than that, it's a really great piece. It's kind of like a balance between die cast and plastic. I think Bandai of America, you need to take notes in terms of how to do their legacy line. At least do it like this, you know. But then again, you know, it would cost too much. I mean, the Thunder Zord is like roughly around $199 or maybe less, depending on how much is discounted in Amazon. But this goes for around 200 something. Around 250 around there. Luckily I got this one at a bid, so it's pretty cool little piece as well. This is being the first mech to have a lion head as a chest piece. I'm gonna put it in some comparisons to other mechs in my collection. Okay, now here is a comparison between my masterpiece Voltron and my Miracle Works Die Rugger. As you can see, it's kind of small, but you know what? The detail and the design of it kind of makes up for it. And of course, you cannot forget the many inspirations of lion chests, rope mechs. As you can see, there's Gal Gaigar right there, so you can see, put a little close-up, little far out shot there. Very nice. So yeah, is it worth it? If you were a big fan of the show, if you're, say for example, if you're a fan of the show in France, that is, because that's what it aired, you're gonna like this. As well, if you were a Daikin fan, then you're definitely gonna like this as well. Anybody else, I'd rather avoid it, just because, really, I mean, it's a really interesting piece of what could have been Voltron, but hey, sometimes things just happen for a reason. This is Sentai 22, and thanks for watching.